Hi there. Now we are going to discuss about inheritance in Python programming, how inheritance is applied and how it is used, and is it a new concept and what are the advantages. So basically, inheritance is not a new concept. It is there in almost all programming languages, especially in object-oriented programming languages. That means in OOPS concept, inheritance is already there. Languages such as C++, Java, they already have this provision of using inheritance techniques. So what is the main advantage of using inheritance? The main advantage is that it helps us to do the reusability of the source code that has already been written by others. So reusability is the first advantage that inheritance is having. Second advantage is that the inheritance can be of many types: multiple inheritance and multi-level inheritance. First of all, what is inheritance? Inheritance is when a child class inherits the property of a parent class, that time it is called as inheritance. Okay, so in case of single inheritance, only one child class access the property of a parent class. In case of multiple inheritance, one child class can access the property of multiple parent class. And in case of multi-level hierarchy, there are many classes, so that one child class is inheriting the properties of another child class. So, and then we have hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance also. But here we are going to see few interesting inheritance concept and most popular inheritance concepts such as single inheritance, multiple inheritance, and multi-level inheritance, and maybe hierarchical inheritance we are going to see. So let's start the coding part. Let's dive into the coding part. Okay. So first we are going to see single inheritance. In that inheritance, how a single child class inherits the property of another parent class. So here we have created one parent class, and in this parent class we have written a simple print statement that I am in parent class 1, and this is a function we have created, one class in parent 1, and this is a child class C1. This child class C1 is intended to inherit the property of parent class 1 P1. So what it does, it inherits like this, like P1 has been incorporated inside this bracket. Here it has been written P1 as it has been passed. So as you know that class has to be written with this class keyword and then class name. So class name has been passed over here, and in this child class is having one class in child 1, and inside this class child class we are also printing I am in child class 1. We have also this self keyword. This keyword helps to, it reveals more about the argument that it passes inside this function. So now we have to create an object of child class. So we have to create one object of child class. So child underscore object C1. So here this child class object has been created, and through this we can access both the classes, child class as well as parent class, child class as well as parent class. And this child class C1 has inherited the properties of parent class 1 P1. So now how to print it? So you can see that child underscore object dot one class in parent 1. By this it will access this parent class print statement, and also child underscore object dot one class in child 1, it will access the print statement of child class. Now if you run it, so I am in parent class 1 and I am in child class 1. Both the print statement have been displayed. Okay. So this is single inheritance. Let's see how multiple inheritance works in Python. So in multiple inheritance, we'll be having more than one parent class. So here we have parent class 1 P1 and parent class P2, and both the parent class are having individual statements to be printed inside them. I am in parent class 1 and I am in parent class 2. So now let us create one child class and let us see how that child class through inheritance properties, especially with multiple inheritance property, can access the print statement inside this parent class 1 and parent class 2. So first we have to create a child class, and in this child class we have to, as this child class C1 is going to inherit the property of parent class 2 and parent class P1 and parent class P2, both the parent class, this child class C1 is going to inherit the properties from. So for that we are passing here P1 and P2. So this child class will be inheriting the property of P1 and P2, both of its parent class. So this is how it has to be done. And then finally we have to create one child class object. Through that we can actually print all these two statements that are given inside the P1 and P2. So let's see. So here we are creating a child class object, and this through this child class object we actually accessing parent 1 and parent 2, and if you run it, it should print both the parent statements. So I am in parent class 1, I am in parent class 2. Alongside this, if you want to print the print statement of child class also, you just have to write child object dot one class in child 1. So by this this child class print statement also should be printed, like I am in child class 1. If you run it, you will get the answer. So I am in child class 1. So we have seen multiple inheritance. Next we are going to see multi-level inheritance. So in case of multi-level inheritance, the child class object also, so in case of multi-level inheritance we will be having more than one child class. So let us say we have another child class which is C2, and here C1 has inherited the property from P1, and C2 will be inheriting the property of C1. Okay, and here one class in child 1 and one class in child 2. So here I am in class 2, child class 2. So by this process you have to declare it as C2. You have to access through C2. C2 is the variable object, and then there should be one class in child 1, and there should be one class in child 2. So here here C2 is inheriting the property of P1, and here C1 is inheriting the property of P1. Now if you run this, so next we are going to see the hierarchical inheritance. In a hierarchical inheritance, it is just that multiple child class will access the same parent class. Okay, so here we have parent class already we have created. Now we are going, and this, let us say this child class is inheriting the property from parent 1, and this child class 2 that I have created will also be inheriting the properties from parent 1. Okay, so remaining things will remain same. So in a way this child class is accessing parent class 1 print statement, and this child class is also accessing this parent 1 print statement can access. parent class print statement can access. So here we have slightly changed, we have to change the object. So first we have to create an object of child class 1. This is, let's say, child class 1, and this is a child class 2 object. So this is child class 2, this is child class 1 object. Now this child class 1 object can access the parent class, parent 1, it can access, and this object 2 also can access this parent class 1 as well. So this is the difference of parent class 1. Only thing is that these objects are different. This is child class object class 1, this is child class 1 object, this is child class 2 object. Here you have created child class 1 object and child class 2 object. Both the children are accessing the parent P1. That means they are inheriting the property from parent P1. So here, if you now run it, then it should print. So I am in parent class 1, I am in parent class 1, both are in parent class 1. Now if you want to print individually the print statement inside these classes itself, that also you can do. Let us say you want to print this one, the print statement that is there inside the class 1 and print statement that is there inside the class 2 of child class, that also you can do. Simply you have to write child class 1 dot 1 class in child 1, and just that with the other object which is of child class 2 object, with that you can access the child class 2. That means I'm in child class 1, I'm in child class 2. These two statements also will be printed alongside this. I'm in parent class 1, 2 time will be printed as this one has been accessed by object 1 and object 2. So totally 4 statements will be printed. Let's run it. Sorry, parent class 1, and then child class 1, child class 1. So I hope you have understood this inheritance concept, especially this hierarchical inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, and single inheritance. Okay, and combination of all these inheritance can give you a hybrid inheritance situation. Now here one thing to be mentioned, that we have one special function which is called init function that I have mentioned in my earlier classes. With the init function you can actually properties, the accessibility of parent class property can be withheld or can be moderated by a function called init function. So just like that you cannot access the parent class properties. So for that you have to use init function. So that I'm going to show you in my next lectures. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel Programming Circle and share with your friends. Thank you.